HeroQuest. Deep inside another dimension, face battling barbarians and evil magic on a quest for adventure in a maze of monsters.
In the basement rolling dice, I'm a wizard. When we play, we do it right. Candles flicker, fighting dragons in my mind. Just for kicks. DM says you're gonna die. Roll a d6.
As you can see, Steve is behind it all. The dog catcher, coleslaw, Crocs. He's even the reason we don't have girlfriends.
It all comes back to Steve.
Yeah, he's ruining everything.
If Rob were here, he wouldn't let this happen.
No, he wouldn't. But he's not. And I have to be our protector now. So I'm gonna take Steve out.
How are you gonna do that?
Do you remember how Rob said I was a wizard?
Yeah?
Well, I've been studying a lot. I'm gonna cast Power Word Kill.
Oh, whoa, good choice, dude. I always wanted to try that one. It'll be amazing. Rob would be proud.
Yeah. Steve won't know what hit him.
Winning means mastering the arts of combat.
I'll use my broadsword.
And magic.
Fire of wrath.
Discover traps and enemies. Uncover secret doors.
Keeping it wild. In the forest, I got style. I'm a level 30 ranger. I've been playing for a while. This is how we live. Every single night. Necromancer, raise the dead and let me see them fight. Hell yeah.
Alright, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Steve doesn't stand a chance.
Okay, do you have all your spell components?
Yeah, it's somatic and verbal only.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'm right behind you, man.
All right, Steve, you're in big trouble now. Prepare to meet your doom. Kill! Kill, kill, kill! What happened? I don't know. Wait, just walked away.
Yeah.
Once you get into it, you'll never be the same. HeroQuest.
Down here with these mice, I'm a wizard. When we play, we go all night, eating Twizzlers. Got my spellbook piled high, learning new tricks, shooting lightning to the sky.
You utter a word of power that can compel one creature you can see within range die instantly. Alright, could you see him?
Yeah, I could see him. He was standing right there.
Oh, was the tree in your line of sight?
No, no way. I just looked around it.
Okay, what's the range on the spell?
60 feet.
Okay, and how close were you?
It's hard to tell. We're not on a grid.
Here, look. Where were you standing?
Right here.
Oh, alright, take this. Stay here. I'm gonna go and stand by the garbage can where Steve was.
Are you brave enough to fight dragons, to battle wicked monsters, to destroy the Sunstone? Introducing Dragon Strike. When Dragon Strike the video ends, Dragon Strike the game begins. Team up with friends to do battle, to defeat vicious monsters. Dragon Strike the video comes in Dragon Strike the game.
In the basement rolling dice, I'm a wizard. When we play, we think we fight giant lizards.
You know, we really should have done this before casting the spell.
Nope, that's only 25 feet. You were well within range. Honestly, you could have killed him from like way over there.
That would have been better, actually. He smells pretty bad.
Yeah. Alright, what else does it say?
If a creature you choose has 100 hit points or fewer, it dies. Otherwise, the spell has no effect. So, I don't know.
By Father Dagon! Steve has more than 100 hit points!
No way!
We'd have to hit him with a battle axe like 25 times to kill him!
No wonder it didn't work.
Steve.
Rat bastard.
Welcome to Dinner and a Board Game, an actual play show where we kick back, relax, indulge in delicious food, sip on our favorite drinks, and revel in the company of amazing friends while we conquer the gaming table. I'm Heath, and I'll be your host. Welcome to my house for an unforgettable evening of board games and mouth-watering dinners. Sometimes we might have guest players join us for the game. Other times, it might just be me playing. That is what solo gaming is for. But hey, even then, you'll be here with me, and I'm very glad to have you. In our past episodes, we've embarked on epic adventures through Small World, Descent, Zombicide Black Plague, Unearthed, Forbidden Island, and more. But we're just getting started because we'll be digging even deeper into the captivating world of board gaming. There's a treasure trove of games just waiting on my shelf to be played. HeroQuest, Journeys in Middle-earth, Kingdom Death, Darkest Dungeon, Gloomhaven, Frosthaven, and many more. There are so many games and so little time to play them, so let's enjoy as many as we can together. Tabletop gaming is, after all about having a great time with fantastic friends, and it never hurts to add in great food to the mix as well. So rally your crew, whip up a scrumptious dinner, and pour your favorite beverage, because now it's time for dinner and a board game. Let the games begin. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It is so good to see you. Welcome. We've got Vision here. Oh, Tomocrat says doing a project at work. Hey, well, this is a good time to be listening. So glad to have you here. James is here, and so is Brent. Welcome, welcome. It is so great to have everyone here. I'm very glad that you were able to join me tonight. We're going to be going into Quest 4 of the Barbarian Quest Pack. We decided that one thing we need to do, or one thing we should do, is go ahead and go forward in this quest box and try to complete the storyline, because I don't know that I'm going to have another opportunity to play the Barbarian Quest Pack. We started over, hey Vision, we started at the, when I was playing with my nephews, I started with the core box. We've been playing through the core box again, and I played the core box and also the Kalar's Keep and the Return of the Witch Lord quite a bit as a kid. Well, not even as a kid, just for over decades of playing into adult life. So I played those all the time. So that's why I started with the Barbarian Quest Pack. Plus, it had the solo adventures. But now I kind of like that because I like kind of getting into it and having one hero to run. But yeah, you know, that would leave a lot of the quest book here unplayed. So I think I want to start and see what it's like trying to manage 4 heroes through the app and everything. So we will see how it works. It'd be nice if it works and we just continue to go on with this quest box. But we will just see. We will just see. If it doesn't work, then, well, we'll go on last time. Kent says, Heath, in August, are you going to Gen Con? I am not. I am not on the convention circuit right now. Haven't been doing that. In the future, I would like to be able to get back to that. In the future, I'd like to be able to get back to going to conventions, but not something I am doing now. Would like to. All right. So, like I said, one day at Gen Con, it would be fun to like broadcast the morning grind from Gen Con. So if anyone is not at Gen Con, they can hang out with me online. All right. So first thing I want to do, let me share this with you. First of all, I would like to, I should put the Discord server. If you are not part of the Ravenkeep Discord server, I would love to have you as part of the Discord server. I would love it. I mean, I have been to Gen Con. Gen Con, they have an official HeroQuest booth. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know they were going to have that. I have been to Gen Con a few times, and I did enjoy it every time I went. Somebody will have to send me pictures of what the Gen Con booth looks like. So the Ravenkeep Discord server is, I just dropped that link into the chat. Definitely check that out if you are here or if you are new. I would love to have you. Also, I'm running a Kickstarter right now for The Goodnight Sword. Goodnight Sword is my children's book, obviously a takeoff of Goodnight Moon. It is, here it is. It is my children's book, Goodnight Sword, a medieval fantasy bedtime story, a world of chivalry, gallantry, chivalry, and rabbits based on the classic story Goodnight Moon. And so I wrote this. Adam Botsford illustrated this. So it is the first book that's out in the Tales of Rabavania, which is one of the worlds that I'm going to be developing here online and have been developing on the YouTube channel. So Goodnight Swords, the first book that's out. If you click that link, you can check out not only everything else on the page, but there is a animated audiobook that you could listen to tonight. If you've got children, if you've got younger children or younger nieces or nephews or younger cousins or the children of friends or whoever you've got, and you would like for them to be interested in medieval tales and the fantasy genre, well, you could even have them listening to the animated audiobook of Goodnight Sword tonight. You can also find, as part of the pledge levels, digital books here. You can find the digital edition of the book, and then also the hardback versions of the books. And the hardback versions are doing print on demand. I'm not going to stock them after the campaign. So if you would like a hardback book, which is perfect for a bedtime right here, I already have the proofs ready and everything like that. I've already approved them. So we are ready to go to printing. And there's also an option if you would like a signed copy. I'll be happy to sign one. So come over here and check this out. You can see I embedded where I went through and approved the proof here on the morning grind one morning as well. So that is going on right now. It is a short, sweet, low drama Kickstarter. And I know a lot of people from the channel have already joined, and I really appreciate that. So if you know someone, know a child, I mean, there have got to be a lot of people out there in the Geekverse who would really want to read with their children Goodnight Sword. Goodnight Sword. So that is out there. Zero the Blade says, evening, everyone. What was that about Gen Con? Because I work with Slugfest Games there. Really? Well, I was just being asked if I was going. And I was saying that I'm not on the convention circuit right now. Kent says you could probably get free admission as media to Gen Con. You think so? I don't know anything about that or how to go about doing that. Is that something I should look into? When we would go up there and we would set up a booth, going up to Gen Con was just a huge deal, in order to set up an entire booth and take all the inventory and stuff like that up there. I didn't think about media. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea how to even look into that. So you're going to be out there, Zero the Blade? You work with Slugfest Games there? It might be too late to get like get a room or anything like that. That would be fun though. Also, Kent says I'm great at PR and promo. If you ever need help, drop me a line. Oh well, that is a great thing to be good at. All right, will do. Also yesterday, or not yesterday, well, yesterday included, but this afternoon, I also, as an experiment, I started this channel right here, which is Heath's Geekverse, because sometimes I wanted to be able to talk about subjects which were outside the gaming sphere and the Geekverse, but were nonetheless related to technology, artificial intelligence, and its impact on society. And so I created this channel over here kind of as a test, Heath's Technoverse. So if you're interested in sometimes talking about weightier subjects that are going on in our society today, that's the place to be. I would love to have you over there on Heath's Technoverse. I just posted today about the Montana ban of TikTok and what I thought about that. And then also I was talking about that virtual girlfriend avatar that was making like $71,000 in a month or something like that. So if you're interested in more timely topics in AI technology and society, I'm putting that kind of stuff over there on that channel as well. And I would love to have you for it. Brett says, happy Friday. Happy Friday, Brett. Good to have you here. All right, so let's get into what we are making tonight, and then we will get into the actual gameplay. So tonight, I had an idea because we were working with the, thank goodness it's Friday for game night. Okay, so that's what all of that is. I was like, thank goodness, thank TGI, it's Friday, it's game night. Okay, I like that. Thank goodness it's Friday for game night. Zero the Blade says, I am working sales this year. Apparently my ID number was used a lot on why people got the red dragon, was used a lot on why people got the red dragon in games. Well, cool. I'm sure probably a lot of people going to Gen Con that are up here on this channel. It is a lot of fun. I've been to Gen Con and I've been to Origins. We used to set up booths there. All right, so what I did was I kind of felt like the ice dice molds were a little bit... I wanted more out of them because, of course, I wanted to be able to create much clearer dice, and I just do not think that they're able to do that. Those type of molds, we tried multiple different things. I went to a lot of effort trying to get really good ice dice out of them as far as clearness goes. Now, their shape was fine. We figured out how to pour them, and we were able to pour them and get pretty good shape, but they weren't particularly clear. And then, the numbers melt off instantly. So you do have dice shapes in there, but I was thinking, what else can I do with these really neat dice food molds? So I said, hey, wait a minute. What if I make chocolate out of them and try to make chocolate candies? So that's what I was trying to do. So I went in there, and I've never made any kind of chocolate candy before. So I went in there and I tried to make chocolate out of them, and let's see how it goes. So to the kitchen, everybody. Oh, or is it, hold on. Let me remove it and try again. This happened last time. Here we go. All right. Here we go. All right, to the kitchen. I am back with another idea about how to potentially use these ice dice molds. And so I've been looking for something that I'm really going to have some success at. And so I had the idea, I wonder if I can use them to make dice-shaped chocolate candies. So, I don't know. I've also never tried to make any kind of chocolate candy before. So, once again, I'm just going into this blind. But I had the idea as I was driving to the grocery store anyway. And so I picked up some white chocolate and some milk chocolate, what they call them, baking chips, premium baking chips or something. I don't know what makes them different from other chocolate. But I figured, hey, might as well get the baking thing and just try this out and see if we can make it happen. So I've never tried to boil and melt chocolate before either, but my guess with this is going to be that there's probably a close to 0% chance that I'm going to be able to get the chocolate thin enough, maybe, but I doubt I'm going to be able to get the chocolate thin enough so that it actually drips down into these holes like we did with the water and with the Jell-O. I bet even when warmed up, the chocolate's going to be more viscous than that. So we're going to have to try some other technique to try to get these molds filled up. If I had some kind of syringe or something, you could probably insert it down in one of these holes and then pump the chocolate in. But there's a lot of chocolate to pump, and that might also take a while. So we're going to have to come up with some other idea there. But first, we got to melt this chocolate. So I was looking here at the back. Actually, I think it's here. Melting instructions on the stove top. It says place chips in double boiler over gently simmering, not boiling water. Stir chips constantly until melted. Okay, I don't have a double boiler, so we're just going to have to improvise again and see if we can get this chocolate melted. So here we are and how we're going to improvise this double boiler. I've got this pot right here that has water in it, and I'm over the eye here, and then I'm going to take this bowl, set it right there, and then put the chips in here, and the chocolate chips, and melt them. So we've got to get this going to simmering, and then we'll stir with that. Okay, I think I hear that we are starting to simmer, so let's go ahead and drop in. We'll start with the milk chocolate first. Starting to get a little bit of melting. I'm going to melt a few more than that. I got 2 bags of these. We'll probably need lots for experimentation. Okay, I would say that we have melted chocolate now. And I think, generally speaking, well, see, it might work. We can try it both ways. We'll give it a try. I got several different molds here, so we will try a pour. Okay, so here, I've got a tray. I'm going to snap this down like that. See, I think it's going to harden. Yeah, it's going to cool too fast. Okay, so that's what I thought. That isn't going to work. So we got to think of something else. So what I thought of is we take another mold here, and then what I want to do is just spoon in chocolate into the mold. Okay, now the idea there being that if I take another top and I get it snapped on, now what happens if I shake it? Because what I want to do, I don't think chocolate's going to pour out. But what I want to do, oh, okay, see, we got some that popped out, so that means that I got it coated. So what I'm trying to do is I want to coat the entire interior. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. But if I coat it, and then we put it to harden, can I get it to work? Will there be enough viscosity to get it to hold on? Let's try another one. I don't really know of another way to do this. We'll fill this one a little bit more. Shaky, shaky. Looks like we got chocolate to the top. I'm going to go stick these. I guess I could stick them in the freezer, actually. See if they will freeze and get it a bit faster. All right, I'll go stick these in the freezer, and then we will see what happens. These have been in the freezer overnight, so they should be nice and cold and hard. So let's see if I was able to have any kind of success whatsoever with this. It would be nice. I really need some extreme success with these. Oh, I think we got something here. I think we do. Look at that. That's pretty much perfect. I mean, maybe if I had a little bit more practice doing this, it would be perfect, but this is like 99, 98%. That looks great. Now, I did have, looks like the D4 broke. Maybe I need to take more care getting that one out of the mold. And I got a little bit of flashing on that one, but you can see over here that the tip broke off of the D4. D20, so it should be like dice shells, like chocolate dice shells, because I shook them up, so they won't be solid. And I guess we could see in here, like, what the amount of, like, shell that's around the chocolate. Well, I'd say that's a win. That one looks great. I would also say the D20, or D12 right there looks good. Okay, we got something going here. Let me open up this one. And this is easy enough that I can tell that I would actually do it. You could decorate a cake with these, or, you know, if you were having a special lady over for a Valentine's Day gaming session, well, I might even make up some chocolate dice. That would be fun. Just bit into that one. So that's the thickness of the chocolate. I know that I should probably just quit while I'm ahead, because we got good results and something that we're happy with and something that's usable, but I'm going to try to push it just a little bit further because, you know, I always try to push things like this. Because I do have a little bit more chocolate left, and it seems a shame to waste it. And then I also have these white chocolate chips, and so my idea was to see if I could make marbled chocolate dice. So that may be getting too fancy. I may be pushing it and not be able to do it and then end up with failure. But I figured might as well try it. So I've got 2 more ice dice molds, and then I got my chocolate back on the double boiler. So we'll warm up the dark chocolate first. This is the milk chocolate, not dark chocolate, darker chocolate. And then I'll put the white chocolate in here. And then we'll heat that up next. And then we'll try to put a little bit of both of these in the molds, mix them up, and see if we get some kind of neat marbled effect. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to try to be a little bit more careful this time and put the milk chocolate. Well, I'm going to have to fill it up pretty full. I'm going to try to just put it on half of it, though. I don't know what kind of swirl or marbling we'll get. Well. Okay, let's move this off. And let's put this on. Okay. May have to do some in just milk chocolate because I don't have that much white chocolate. It's interesting this white chocolate has a different consistency to it. It's not nearly as runny, even when warmed up. You'd think this would be plenty viscous. I'll warm back up the milk chocolate. Let's finish off these. In the meantime, let's see if we can make this work. So here, make sure it's snapped together well, and then, oh, you know what I want to do? I'll do it in the other one. We'll just see what happens on this one. I was going to try to run it around and try to marble it, but whatever. Maybe the shaking will do enough. Just going to turn it upside down for a moment. All right, let's fill these up. Okay, turn that off. Let's come back this way. See, what I had wanted to do with the other one was take a toothpick and just kind of stir it so it can just set up a little bit. My idea, if I was going to actually have marbling, was to kind of stir up the white and the milk chocolate. Maybe this will work. I said maybe this is just getting too fancy and it's just not going to work. That way there's some type, whichever ones had the white chocolate in it. That way it's not just solid masses of the different colors, but maybe some kind of marbling. Not so much that it actually mixes together. That may not work, but that was my idea. Okay, so I noticed you can line that up to that. That way you can always know which way is right. So there is actually a way to figure that out. It took me this long to figure that out. Press down. And there we go. Now let's shake. And see, this one I've had turned over and it hasn't actually come out. So actually I'm thinking I wonder if I put them in the freezer like this, just turned upside down, if that will work. And make sure that they're fully coated. I don't see why not. I'm going to try it. This is all experimentation. So I'll put these in the freezer and we'll see what happens. Alright, I've had these chocolates in the freezer for a while, so they have stayed solid. And these have also been in the freezer, so I bet they should be nice and solid as well. So we'll put these on that plate over there. So let's see what these are like. Oh, these didn't form quite as well. See, I think that that one did. Some of these did. That's a great looking D12, and you can see where there was a little bit, a little bit of the white chocolate in there. But I mean, that D10. So maybe that's the lesson learned here. Use milk chocolate. If you were trying to decorate something, a little bit of flash wouldn't be that much of a problem because you can always take that off. That one worked great. That one we got a deformed D8. Deformed. This one I think had more of the white chocolate in it, so it may not have done as well. We will find out. Well, that one looks good. Well, I take that back. I guess the white chocolate can do well. I mean, that's a good-looking D6. It's not marbled. It's kind of half and half, but that's still a neat look. I forgot to stir them to actually try to marble them. But hey, there's a half and half. That worked well. This one did not. Good-looking D12. Very good-looking D12, actually. Very good-looking D8. Very good-looking D%. Are we going to get a good D4? Oh, just broke a little bit there at the top. But otherwise, good-looking D4. Well, I think I'm going to call this project a success. I mean, these are some good-looking candies. I would be very proud to serve these at a gaming table on a gaming night. And I would also be proud to have these for a night of geek gaming for Valentine's Day. I think that'd be fun. I could make them up. So I think we've definitely had a success here with the dice molds making chocolate candies. All right. Yeah, that worked very well. Yeah, Brent says, looks like a natural 20 on the dice chocolate. So we found something to do with those. Yeah, that works very well. Oh, Tomocrat says that you could take a cocoa milk mix and might thin it out. Oh, you could. I didn't think about something like that, but you could possibly do something like that to thin it. And that when you're shaking it, now you still want it to be sticky enough that it sticks to all the sides when you're shaking it, because you're building out that shell. But if you were having trouble getting down into some of the different parts, that could work. S. Becker says, good looking results. Yep. And Vision jumped in on the Kickstarter. So thank you so much for being in on the Kickstarter, Vision. Excellent. Okay, so now what? I want to bring on this. Because the first thing we have to talk about now, or the next thing we have to talk about, is getting these characters ready for getting these characters ready for adventure. So we've got all 4 characters now. We've got the elf. Elf is ready. Barbarian is ready. Dwarf is ready. And the wizard is ready. And it said that, hey, you can play the solo quests if you've got a barbarian who's like behind in gear or something like that. But man, we figured out that you really needed to have some gear to begin with in order to make that successful. Oh, let me move my... Did I all of a sudden drop out? I guess I did. Whoops. Sorry about that. I'm still here. So let me come back up here and restart. Okay. So I was trying to figure out what type of gear do I need to give. And actually, the Barbarian found more gear than he could even use. So I was trying to distribute that gear. The Barbarian, like in a way that makes sense around the party. So the Barbarian, let's come down here so we can see. The Barbarian actually ended up with 2 battle axes. It ended up with 2 battle axes, a longsword, mail armor, a shield, all of this stuff. So I decided to distribute that. So I decided to move him back to being melee heavy. He had 215 gold coins, and a helmet's only 150 GP. So I figured that what he needs is a helmet so that he can go to melee 4, defend dice 4, use the battle axe, and have 4 dice of defense. The defense dice was so very important. I'm going to keep him with the crossbow so that he can also shoot the crossbow from ranged. So he's got a battle axe, a crossbow. He's wearing the mail armor, which gives him 3, and then he's got the helmet, which gives him 4. Now, the dwarf, I'm going to have him, had the Barbarian, give one of the dwarf one of those battle axes. So the battle axe, the dwarf is also going to be attacking with 4. And the dwarf also has a helmet. That seems like something very... that sounds like something that's very easy to get. So I got another helmet here, and so he's going to be defending with 3. So he's a little bit light on defense. Well, actually, maybe the dwarf then should take the crossbow. And try to stay away a bit more. Actually, I think that's a good idea because the Barbarian is the defend 4 and he's got 8 hit points. So I'm going to put the crossbow over here. That's 3. So the dwarf becomes 4 melee and 3 missile. So I got to remember that. So the dwarf does. Obviously, the Barbarian no longer has the crossbow. I'll probably remember that better. So he is just going to attack with 4 over here. The Barbarian still has a potion of magic resistance. The potion of magic resistance says, this potion is a small blue bottle. This potion in a small blue bottle negates the effects of any damage caused by a spell cast on you. Drink it when the spell is cast, and you may ignore its effects of the spell. It works only for the hero drinking the potion. This potion may only be used once. So I do have potion of resistance. Oh, S. Becker says, if you've got the coin, rent a merc. Crossbow to snipe. I only have 1 crossbow. I don't have any additional coin. We're the only coin that I've got. How much do those things cost? I've got 85 coins left. The Barbarian had 85 coins left. How much do mercenaries cost? Let's see. The Alchemist Shop, mercenaries, rules, clarifications, traps. Oh, mercenaries. Because, yeah, mercenaries were not allowed in the other quests, in the solo quests, but they are allowed here. Oh, mercenaries in the back of the book. I think they've got a card too, actually. Cost per quest. Oh, only 75. Huh. So a crossbowman, cost per quest in gold coins is 75. Can move 6, attack 3, defend 3, body 2, mind 2. I've got a halberdier for 75. They attack. They only have 2 body points. So it seems like the crossbowman is the one that you would take. A scout, man, because they're going to die fast. A swordsman is 100. I don't have enough. Attacks with 4, defends with 4. No, defends with 5. Wow, the swordsman is tough. Swordsman attack with 5. I think it's a good idea. Thank you. I think I will do that. So that means I'm going to have somebody else in here. That means I'm going to have the crossbowman. So the crossbowman is going to be another ranged person. The ranged, I really don't know how we would have defeated those other ones without having the crossbowman at range, with having the crossbow. So that seems like a good idea. All right, I got a crossbowman painted up over here. So crossbow. How about this crossbow wielding individual decked out in purple right here? So there's going to be 5. This is going to be a lot to keep track of. And I probably also need... There should be a card someplace in here. I got stuff, I feel like, all over the place. Was there not a card for the crossbowman? Oh, okay, it is. It's on the creatures. So the crossbowman right here. So move 6, attacks 3, defends 3, body points 2. We cannot get this crossbowman near anything. The crossbowman has got to stay back. And that also means that the barbarian now only has 10 gold coins left. So we are short on gold. Okay, and so that will move on the barbarian's turn. I'll put that over there. I'm really running out of room here in the office to run this game. Okay, so crossbow. So now dwarf will be our other crossbowman with a battle axe if he needs it, and a helmet. All right. So the elf then gets some of the other gear. So I gave the elf the longsword, the shimmering shield, and a helmet. So the shimmering shield gives +1, the helmet gives +1. So the elf is now defending with 4. The longsword gives an attack strength of 3, and this is also diagonal. I can't forget that. So the elf has got that, and the elf is also taking water. I think it's important to have both the elf and the wizard have a healing spell. So we're going to do the water of healing here, or the water. So we have water of healing, then veil of mist, and then sleep. So those are going to be the elf's spells. Lots to keep track of. And then the wizard. So the wizard doesn't have very much, but the wizard does have a staff. The wizard's going to be very squishy in this game as well. 1 attack die, but can attack diagonally. Defend dice 2, body points 4, and then he has fire spells, air spells, and earth spells. And I'm not going to be too conservative with the spells. I find that's a common problem with players who are playing the wizard, is that they are too conservative. This may take a while because I'm going to have to think through. Now, also, what's my lineup going to be? Sometimes, controversially, I like to put the wizard up front because the wizard needs to be able to cast. I think our missile people need to be up first. So the dwarf can shoot a missile. So then the barbarian has the crossbowman. Or actually, I tell you what, let's have the crossbowman go with the dwarf. We'll say that the barbarian gave some money over for the crossbowman to go with the dwarf. That way we've got 2 long-range shots when that comes up. The elf The elf will follow up after the barbarian. I'm going to have the wizard go first. Now, the wizard's going to have to be careful to not step in a trap. So he's probably going to, because there's probably going to walk into a room and there's going to be a trap on the other side of it and he's going to fall in. But hopefully that allows him to cast spells with line of sight, because we found that if the wizard moves last, which seems to make sense, but often then all the other heroes are in his way. So he can't actually cast. So if he moves first, then he can cast early, and then the other heroes can come and protect him. All right, this is like a lot to remember. So it's going to be wizard, dwarf, crossbowman, barbarian, elf. That leaves the elf with some magic to follow up. All right, let's go over to the game camera then. Let me turn on the app here. That way we get our music going. We are going to be playing the Glacial Gate. And let's swap over. Yes, there we go. Here we go. We got our camera up here for the game. Oh, James says it's a shame you can't use the chocolate dice for rolling. The proper icons. That would get messy fast, I think. All right, so let's go the Glacial Gate. Let's see what's going on here.
You have done well, Barbarian.
I know it says you can't often hear him speak. So here's what it says. You have done well, Barbarian. The tribal elders have appointed you their champion to oppose the frozen horror and its minions. Now you and your companions, the dwarf, elf, and wizard, are ready to assault Ice Mountain. An iron door is your entry into the outer chambers of the frozen horror's subterranean fortress. Find the wooden exit door to enter the deeper recesses of the mountain. Okay, so we are just going, this is a classic quest going from iron entrance door right here to wooden exit door. So we're just dropped a bunch of stuff. So we are going to exit door. And hey, you know, I've got some of these icy dice that we did come up with some new different kinds of dice. I was using the classic dice, but I've got some other dice over there. Might as well sometimes use those. I haven't ever rolled them. Oh, they look good. They look good. All right. So we are looking for an exit door. Where is the entrance?
Each hero may hire and control mercenaries for this quest.
This is a one-time deal. So we are, oh, I need to say that I'm hiring mercenaries. So let's, because I guess it needs to put that in the game. So let's shop. We got one crossbowman. Oh, hold on. I think this is the barbarian shopping. So it's not the barbarian. I've never controlled more than one hero with the app before. So it's not the barbarian who is going to control it. It's going to be the dwarf. So next hero. Oh, wait. That's not right. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on.
Beyond, fearsome foes await you. I shall watch
Save and exit. Save and exit.
Until we meet.
I was just using the same game. So Barbarian solo quest. So let's go back. Yeah, okay. So we need a dinner and a board game. Barbarian, dwarf,
Drag the hero tokens to rearrange
elf.
Hero turn order.
I forgot I would have to do this. So grab them. So it's going to be dwarf up first. Then it's going to be wizard up first. then it's going to be dwarf, then it's going to be barbarian, then it's going to be elf. Oh, that looks pretty classic. Okay, so there we go. Wizard, dwarf, barbarian, elf. So this is Dinner and a Board Game all. Full party. If I went into that with just the barbarian, that was not going to work. All right, and now we are playing Frozen Horror.
Select a quest.
The Glacial Gate.
Well,
Continue. All right.
hire and control mercenaries for this quest.
Hire. Wizard doesn't have any. Next hero. Now, dwarf has one crossbowman. Next hero. Remember to deduct coins. Okay, that's already been done. Next hero. Done. All right. Place the revealed pieces on the game table's board. So we're coming into this corner right over here. That's at the edge of my desk. All right. So metal door right there. And we got wizard, dwarf, crossbowman, barbarian, elf. All right, let's see what kind of damage we can do. We have a blocked tile passage down here. A door into this room. And all we got to do is find the exit door. The exit door, the wooden doors are typically on the edge. So we've got a door there. We've got a door here into the red room. Find the exit door. You must find the wooden exit door that leads to the deeper recesses of the mountain. Large gold coin treasures found in the treasure chest should be divided among all surviving heroes. Okay. Iron entrance door. The iron door opens, and your quest to defeat the frozen horror awaits you ahead. I hope the frozen horror isn't in here.
Good luck, my friends.
Okay. So, wizard. Let me get some focus in here. So wizard rolls 7. All right, wizard moves here. We're going to have to go slow too. So wizard moves 1. Makes me suspicious that you can just go down. 2. Oh, I should search. Wait. Actions. So we're going to search for traps down this hall. So he moved right here and then searched for traps down the hall. Okay, floor seems weak. Oh, that direction. Oh, man. Let me search over there. We're using 9mm rounds to denote weak floors. Okay, so he moved over there, so he ends turn. End turn. End the wizard's turn. Yes. So now it's figure out how to do this. Let's roll for him. He rolled an 8. I've got the crossbowman, or I've got the dwarf. Let's have the dwarf try to fix this place in the floor. So he's going to move over here. Disarm. Roll 1 attack die. Let's roll the ice. White shield. Trap disarmed. Good job, dwarf. We weren't able to do that when all I had was the barbarian. So now, our crossbowman. He moves a specific amount, 6. Neutromancer says, I think I played HeroQuest once in my C64. I don't want him to step on a trap that is a wandering monster trap, because we can't search for wandering monster quests. So in the crossbowman's turn, yes. Dwarf in dwarf turn, yes. Barbarian. Oh, so the crossbowman's standing right there. I'm going to move the barbarian. We're going to play. I mean, we have to play like a SWAT team. Like the best ways to play. I mean, the best strategy is to play like a SWAT team, because in some ways, also, the best way not to get hit is to throw a lot of dice against your foes. So when they come in, when we open a door, I want to be able to throw as many dice as possible against bad guys as possible. Oh, so this is not there. There's no sense in letting the bad guys take turns if we can help it. So this barbarian is just going to move right there. And then end turn, yes. Elf's turn. End elf's turn. Well, we can search for secret passages. Hang on. Actions. Secret doors. No secret doors.
Secret doors. No secret doors found.
All right. End turn. Yes. Zargon's turn.
Hero's turn.
All right. I don't know. It seems like that door is pretty obvious to me. Let's try it. Let's go in there and see what happens. All right. So let's go. Wizard rolls a 7. Oh, so elf is now standing right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, the wizard can get in there. So let's see what happens. I don't think I need to go in there just to see what happens. I don't know that. I don't know. I feel like I know that the door is going to be on the outside, and I just have a feeling this quest, like the other ones, could chew us up fast. Just 1 second. I'm going to run to the restroom. So, let's see. Oh, it's time for a Yeti hug break. Yeti hug break, Yeti hug break. Everybody go hug yo Yeti and show yo Yeti some love. Let's see. I'm not going to go in. So the wizard's got 7. 1. Oh, my app went down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That might actually let me see some of what's down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so now this is actually blocked. Okay, so that starts to limit our options. I think the way I typically would play, I would have put that down here because you would have seen the wall continuing. But okay, so this one right here is blocked off now. Let's go ahead and see what's going on down here. I wonder if that's blocked off too then. That can tell us. Okay, so end the wizard's turn. Dwarf moves 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have the crossbowman follow up behind. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. End the turn. Dwarf end the turn. Lots of end turning here. Yes. Barbarian. We got a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so just down over here. And then the elf. Elf rolls an 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Elf going down the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. Yep, 11. Oh.
Monster.
Well, okay, at least I'm shielding the wizard here because that's what I didn't want. So that's the wandering monster traps that we can't search for. So that sucks. So we are here with wandering monster traps, and we had a discussion last time about what these are. Are these? We were calling them. I always called them femurs. Now it's the abomination here. What happened? I finished my work and you're all gone. Oh, I'm back now. So we were calling these femurs last time, but we were having a discussion about whether or not that's the correct pronunciation or if it's supposed to be femur. But they call them the abomination in this. But I'm using the old set, so these are femurs. So the femur, so these things attack immediately. Okay, so one femur does 2 hits on the elf. The elf defends with 4. Let's roll these ice dice. Elf defending with 4. Get mine. Elf defends 3. So elf is good there. Done. Okay, but I've got to have them attack again. Because when we step on a wandering monster trap, they attack immediately. That was the elf's turn. So now it's actually Zargon's turn with this femur. So the femur attacks with 3. Hits for 2 against the elf. The elf defends with 4. Right? Keeping track of it, how much everybody. So it defends 1 defense. So the elf takes 1 point of damage. Now, ordinarily, what I would then have is this monster back up and then this monster attack. But this app doesn't appear to play that way. I've noticed this app in some ways is far more generous than I would be as Zargon. No, the elf does get his attack. Oh no, the elf did not get his attack when he sprang the trap because springing the trap ends your turn immediately. So the elf didn't get to attack there. He was the last one. So he didn't get that attack. Because you end your turn when you step on one of those traps. Or when you draw a wandering monster or something like that. So yeah, now I have a situation that basically the only person who can do anything about this is the elf. Okay, the wizard, though, is going to back up 1. Okay, so here we are on the wizard. We got a roll of a 7, so the wizard's going to back up behind the barbarian on his turn. End wizard turn. Next, we'll just move him up 2. Those wandering monster traps, they put a lot of them in the corridors. So he's done. Crossbowman done. Dwarf is also just going to stand there. Oh, no. Actually, the dwarf is going to move back 1, 2. So the dwarf moves back there. Because I really want the elf to make an attack and then be able to run. The barbarian will be behind him. Okay, so so ending the dwarf's actions, dwarf turn end. Barbarian's going to stand right there. Now, elf is going to attack. So elf is going to attack 3 with his longsword. 2 hits on the femur. Femur defends with 3. We got 2 hits on the femur. No defense on behalf of the femur, so that's good. +2 damage. He is done. Femur out of here. Now, elf wants to back up. So elf is going to move. Friendly heroes block line of sight, yes. Friendly heroes block line of sight, which is why I always put like the wizard first, so they can get around. Get around. He can shoot something before something else happens. So this should let us have an easier time here, even though it's the barbarian that's up. I'll get a couple of other attacks on him. So this elf moves up there. End turn. Zargon's turn. Activate Zargon's turn. Femur moves up to attack the barbarian. Femur gets 2 hits. The barbarian is currently defending with 4. 1 defense, so the barbarian is down 1 hit point. So the barbarian is now down to 7. That's 2 hit points that this trap has cost us. Done.
You are lost without mentor.
Okay. Wizards can back up again. We're all down, all in the hallway. End turn, yes. Okay. He's staying there. So is the crossbowman. Now, Barbarian swings for 4 with his axe against the abomination, or the femur. 2 hits on the femur. Femur defends with 3. So 2 hits on the femur. Femur defends with 3. No defense on the femur.
The abomination has been defeated.
Let's go ahead and have him move down the hallway. Not very far, 5. So abomination, femur, out of here. When I think of the abomination, I think of Zombicide. So we got to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. End the turn. Elf. What's the elf roll? 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's send this over to Zargon.
Prepare to meet the unknown.
Where did the blue dice come from? James asked. They came from the Barbarian quest pack. They're the dice that are in the Barbarian Frozen Horror quest pack. So I decided to break them out because they look kind of cool. These dice are the ones that are actually from the original. They're the wooden dice from the original game. Here we go. The wooden dice from the original game from the 80s. These are from the new release of the Barbarian quest pack. Okay. Wizard. We're in kind of an awkward place for the camera. What if I do this? Try to get a little bit more of the... Or... What about that? Well, maybe. We'll just see. We'll get out of this hallway in a little bit. All right, going down the hallway. Wizard's turn. Wizard. Oh, not very fast. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Crossbowman can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The dwarf moves 4. Typical dwarf, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we'll get out of this hallway. Barbarian. Okay, he can move 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Okay, so we have a door as we're going around the corner here. We got a door going into this room over here. Right there. And we have a blocked passage right here. So I'm kind of figuring that over there on that side of the board is going to be where that door exit is. We might end up having to go into this door. 6. Let's search for traps.
Barbarian.
There are no traps. That's good. Now, that doesn't mean they're not wandering monster traps. Femur card can get out of here. It's a lot easier to just keep track of one hero. Now I got a bunch of heroes. The blue dice are rolling good for me. Yes, they are. So 7 for the elf. So this is done with his turn. This is 7 for the elf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there.
Hero's turn.
All right. Okay. Wizard gets to move 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He'll be right behind the elf. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, big move for the dwarf. Oh, dwarf gets a 12. All right. The dwarf, I didn't update him. According to the app, he's standing right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 12. He gets all the way around the corner. We're going to do, I think we need to go into this room. What we'll do is we'll go in like a SWAT team at the top lineup. Okay, end the turn. Yes. Oh, Barbarian. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 3 for the elf. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. End turn. Zargon's turn.
Let's see where fate takes you.
Well, we're headed to that room right there. Okay. Wizard. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I'm tempted. I'm just going to move this along a little bit right here. Is I'm going to move him. I want him to be at the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to go in except for the top of this lineup. So I'm just going to move them as if they were moving 12 to get my lineup right. That way we don't. That way this part moves a bit faster. So dwarf. Where's my dwarf? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So dwarf is second. So dwarf needs to be standing right there. Oh, okay. So nothing around the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. End turn. Yes. End turn. Yes. This barbarian can get to the other side of that door. Well. Let's see what he sees. Nothing interesting. All right, elf. Let's bring the elf in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I got barbarian over here, wizard standing right here. I got the dwarf right here. I got the elf right here. And then a couple of spaces back, we got this crossbowman. Zargon's turn.
Hero's turn.
All right. So I'm going to spend a turn shuffling all my guys to make sure that I'm going in the way that I want to. So we've got here, I want the crossbowman to be right behind the dwarf. And the elf is following up right there. So that's going to be our SWAT team going into this room. Like, who knows? There's probably some kind of Yeti in here. So wizard is going to go in first, which is unusual. But at least, no, do not do that yet. Nope. No, crossbowman right there. All right, Zargon's turn. Here we go. Yes, open the door. Okay, we have got the... Hey, that's the alchemist bench, but it's facing in the wrong direction. Let's find alchemist bench. Here is alchemist bench. So alchemist bench back here. And then we have a door right here. Well, okay, all of that for only that. This door is now open. I'm not going to send him in then. Maybe we should just keep going then. I'm going to keep going. Go stand over here. Wizard kicks down the door. Exactly. No sense in sending him in, though, because there could be a trap or something sitting right there on top of there. There, that brings it over a little bit more light. Because that seems to be going in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Curious. Now it's making me nervous, actually. I'm feeling like I should be seeing other bad guys. Oh, it's because this is not straight. There we go. All right. Well, let's move everybody up behind. So then dwarf. Barbarian. And then wizard. Now, this is one of the reasons, I mean, being able to set up and act like a SWAT team is one of the things that I think HeroQuest, because HeroQuest doesn't have time in it. And I always say that time is underused. HeroQuest could benefit, I think, by having some type of time counter or something like that to keep you from having to, keeping you from being able to play optimally. But I think that playing optimally is really the only choice I've got in a game like this, and as how difficult this is. I know it doesn't seem real difficult at the moment, but I'm playing conservative. All right, now wizard. Let's go in this direction. I got an 8 for the wizard. So let's see what's over here. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Encountered a wandering monster.
Okay, so the wizard did step in it this time. Wandering monster, wizard. Okay, wizard takes 2 hits. Wizard has a defense of 2. Wizard defends 1. Wizard takes 1 hit. 3. So actually, so I'm standing right here. The other one's going to swing for 1 hit. Okay, defend, wizard, defend. 1 defense from the wizard. So I took no additional body points of damage right there. So I'm standing right here, and I got a femur right here. Here's our femur card for reference. I got a femur right here, and I've got a femur right here. That probably means the wizard's going to take another hit, but it means this femur over here is going to be dead. So now it is... so that was an immediate attack. So that ended his turn, and that was an immediate attack. Wizard ransacks the writing desk. He probably does want that. I mean, I kind of... I'm going to have to go in someplace. James says, I've been reading up on progress clocks. What an absolutely incredible innovation in tabletop RPGs. I would think most games could benefit from them, including HeroQuest. I think I want to read more about them too, because we keep seeing that coming up. But there's some way to track time. I'm also a fan of there's a dice mechanic that helps you track time that the Angry GM has, and I want to look at that too. But progress clocks, see, Mike says that's where we as Zargon can tweak it up by adding wandering monsters. As Zargon, I roll a combat die or 2. A wandering monster turns a corner for each black skull. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think something like that, and having a wandering monster like turn a corner, or if you wanted to be more generous at certain places, you could have, well, more generous in some ways, but also not in others. If you had monsters come in through the door where the heroes came from, because often they have to go back, but that would force them always moving forward if there's stuff that's coming forward. Sometimes you have to return to the stairs or something like that. In this game, we're trying to go someplace else. But yeah, that can be a good tweak. Okay, so now it is so end wizard's turn. Maybe we'll get all these traps out of the way. I hate these traps. Okay. Why not take a pot shot at him with this? Oh, okay. We got a door going into the main center room here. But I'm going to make an attack. 3 with a crossbow onto that femur. 1 hit on the femur. Femur defends with 3. No defense from the femur, so the femur takes 1 point of damage. Ending the crossbowman's turn. Dwarf going to go back up here and use his crossbow as well for 3 points, or 3 dice. 2 hits on the femur. Femur defends with 3, right? Yep, 3 defense with 3. No defense for the femur, so the femur takes another 2 damage, which should drop it. Oh, I need to update. So this guy moved right here, and the dwarf moved right here. Now, the problem is that I can't get around that femur with the other guys. I'm going to move them up. That way the wizard can get behind them. So he moves there. He moves there. Zargon's turn.
Zargon's turn.
Oh my God. The wizard may be using some healing magic right here. 3 hits. The wizard has 3. Come on. I need defense. Roll good ice dice. Oh, look. 2 defenses, 2 white shields. Good job, wizard. So wizard still takes 1 hit. The wizard is down to 2 and isn't having to use magic yet. So, all right. I said that I was going to be... Oh, yeah, and I forgot that I was going to be more... I was going to cast spells more freely, and I forgot about that. There's a lot to keep track of here. Yeah, 3 hits was brutal. That was lucky. So I'm going to go rocks. See, I could put rock skin on him. That's probably what should have been done. Especially if I should have done that. Especially since I was leading with the wizard in order to be able to cast a spell to have other people protect him. I think that we're going to be able to take out this femur on this round. So I'm going to have the wizard move back and cast rock skin on himself. So he's got that. He moves back here and casts rock skin. I don't have to indicate that on the app, I don't think. So rock skin, that gives the wizard 3 defense dice now. So I can't forget that. Wizard has 3 defense dice. Now, let's have the dwarf shoot at this femur. Dwarf rolls 3 skulls. Femur rolls 1 defense, so femur takes 2 points of damage. He's out of here.
The abomination has been defeated.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Curious. Oh, thank you, Mike. Yes, thumbs up if you love watching Heath conquer the frozen horror. Hopefully, I'm conquering it. Nothing else down there. Hey, let's search for traps.
Dwarf searches the area for traps. No traps discovered.
No traps. All right, let's send the crossbowman over there with him. Rock skin, by the way, I guess I should have read that out. Rock skin, in case you're not familiar, it says, this spell may be cast on any one hero, including yourself. That hero may throw 1 extra combat die when defending. The spell is broken when the hero suffers 1 body point of damage. So that gives him 3 until he takes 1 body point of damage. So it's a good, that spell should have already been on him. Okay, Barbarian. Let's move Elf. Zargon's turn.
Hero's turn.
Oh, so let me arrange my board. Crossbowman there. Elf there. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Watch me do it again. Well, let's look around some more. I kind of want to know the layout of this place. I'm curious about these rooms, but I really don't want to. I don't feel like, after playing with the other ones, I don't feel like I can afford to just go willy-nilly into rooms. Okay, so Wizard ends turn. Dwarf, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crazy. Nothing down the other way either. Four, 5, 6. Oh, place the... So I didn't see this. Okay. Now things are getting fancy. Place the revealed pieces on the table's game board. So I hit some type of ice slide or something. Uh-oh. Okay, so this right here is some type of ice slide. So right there. Let's see what it tells me to do. Ice slide. The floor beneath you opens up into an icy chute. I knew there was something that was too easy about this. You slide into the unknown. Dwarf roll 1 combat die. Dwarf rolls a skull. That's probably bad. I roll a skull. You manage to make it to the bottom of the slide without injury. Oh. Okay, I guess that was good. End your turn. Okay, so now the dwarf is now standing here. Oh, okay, so this actually is like this. So the dwarf is standing there. And now there is a block there. So that makes it kind of possible that down here is where the passage is going to be. Except for I don't see a door. On the other hand, there could be one of those trap doors. Oh, I don't know. I hope I don't have to go back and try to find one of those. Because, you know, the trap door can take you to any other place in the dungeon. So I got a door there. What did you miss? I've been slowly creeping along this dungeon. Just hit an ice slide. Trying to figure out what the layout of this place is. Still no bad guys, though. But that ends the dwarf's turn. It's a lot to keep track of. It's okay, but like it would be easier if I were just playing one. Like to make sure I get the magic right and optimally using spells. I've been forgetting about the wizard spells. That kind of seems like a place that we should go. So let me get the whole rules on this. So the ice slide. Do not place the ice slide tile on the game board until a hero steps on the first square of the slide. Any hero who does step onto the slippery chute of ice is whisked away in the direction indicated by the arrow. The hero immediately moves to the last square of the slide. More than one hero may occupy the exit square. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Like, what happens when they all slide down there? This ends the hero's turn. The slide is hidden and cannot be searched for as a trap, nor can it be disarmed. When a hero slips on an ice slide, they roll 1 combat die. They lose 1 body point if they roll a white shield. Monsters cannot move onto ice slide squares. Heroes cannot climb up an ice slide in the direction opposite. Okay, I'm glad I looked at this because it says that a hero cannot climb up an ice slide in the direction opposite to that indicated by the arrow. So the dwarf is just kind of down there now. So he can't come back up. Well, now I'm wondering if I should look at some other rooms with the other characters and kind of let the dwarf explore down here. But that ended the dwarf's turn. I'm not too eager to send everybody down the ice slide right now. I don't think. So, okay, so the crossbowman. There's got to be something bad in the center room. I don't want to go center room. I don't think I'm ready to go center room. Let's move him back down here. Okay. So crossbowman's down here. Barbarian. Let's go check out this room. The quest has divided my party. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go in at the top of a lineup. Elf 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Zargon's turn.
Zargon's turn. Hero's turn.
All right. Wizard. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, so wizard elf is standing here. Dwarf. Now, what does the dwarf do? I want the dwarf to do something. He's got a room over here. Let's see what he rolls. Let's step out here and let's search for traps. Let's watch there be a trap right there. He sees now. There's another place that exit door could be. It could now be up there on the other side of that. Square there. Let's search for traps. Oh my, you have sprung a pit. I told you. Oh, you have stumbled into a pit trap. Boy, that's not good. That's going to be very difficult for everybody down there. I wish he had been able to find that. And I guess I should have searched for traps from where I was standing. Okay, so he's standing in a pit, and that ends his turn. That sucks. Okay, let's move the crossbowman down. Oh, wait, the wizard needs to move one. Okay. The wizard is standing here. Crossbowman here. End turn.
Zargon's turn. Hero's turn.
Hopefully he's got a blanket and some rope. All right, so now wizard. Let's get the wizard in that room. Nope. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's just go. Zargon's turn.
Zargon's turn.
What?
Hero's turn.
Oh, so no, he was moving here. So this is where we are. Wizard is actually standing right there, and then rolled a 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 4, 5. Search for. Oh, nope. Search for traps.
Be warned, hero.
Oh, and I got my dwarf. Oh my God. Okay. The one who can actually disarm traps is now on the other side of the board. Well, that's not good. All right, so all of these are weak. I hate it when they do that. And the wizard is standing right there. This is stressful. So you're leaving the dwarf then? Just leave him to his icy fate? I'm not ready to send the whole party down the icy slide. No, I don't want to leave him to his fate. I could send the whole party down there. They're all going to have to roll. I'm hoping there was some other way to go, because they're all going to have to roll to go down that slide, and then they're all going to have to jump a pit. So everybody could lose 2 body points just by going down that slide. S. Becker says, splitting the party. What could possibly go wrong? That tracer, it's actually a Hornady hollow point. Yeah, he can hang out and wait. Yeah, he may just have to wait. He kind of probably shouldn't go in that door. Depends on how I get feeling with this over here. Okay, so we did say that you can search in here. No. You can search a trap. Ugh. Well, now it makes me want to go back and look at what's in the center room. I hate that it was the dwarf who went down there. I don't have any other way to disarm traps. If I search in there, I will spring those. We said that if it was a treasure chest, then you would not. But I believe if you just generally search, then you will. All right, let's go back around here. I'm going to leave the dwarf where he is. And let's get the party. I haven't actually gone up here yet. Okay, I'm going to move here. So let's go Zargon's turn.
Now, Hero's turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's search for traps up that way.
Wizard.
Okay, no traps up there.
Traps. No traps discovered.
Barbarian. I'm not feeling good about this center room.
My dread forces will Hero's
All right,
turn.
so Barbarian. Oh, right there. Wizard 5. Okay, so that's blocked too. Oh, tell the mercenary to go step on the trap? Well, that's a good idea. If I end up having to do that, yeah, if I end up having to do that, then the mercenary needs to go be the one to take that point of damage. I think you're right. I think it is Hornaday. I think it is Hornaday. Yeah, right. All right. So I'm going to bring up all of our guys. Watch him step in another wandering monster trap. What? Whoa. No, do not open the door. All right. Let's see what happens in here. All right, Wizard. Only gets a 4. Open this door. Okay, open the door. Yes. All right, we got... let me make sure you're with me in this major room. All right. So we got the fireplace right here. And then we got a cupboard right there. What kind of bad guys are in here? A lot. Okay, so we got 3 orcs. 1, 2, 3. So 3 orcs are here. Those are Chaos Warriors, are they not? Chaos Warrior 1. Chaos Warrior 2. And it looks like there's nothing of benefit in here. And that needs to be, so that is something that's bad news. That other guy is bad news. Is that a Yeti? It's something that defends with 5. Yetis defend with 5. So I believe it is a Yeti. This is a bad room. Well, what's not off topic is pronunciations. We talk a lot about different pronunciations here. Yes. Okay, so this door is now open. All right, but this is why I'm at the top of my lineup. So, like, let me think about where we would move. Here, 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 and here would defend the wizard. Be casting a lot at these orcs. What spells is the elf got? Elf can cast sleep. Elf may need to cast sleep here. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. So wizard's going to move in. Watch him fall in a trap. And he's going to cast a spell. He can't see the big guy. He's going to have to hit the big guy with Genie. We're going to cast Fire of Wrath on one of the orcs. Fire spell. Fire of Wrath. Cast spell. Okay, so this spell may be cast on any one monster, blasting it with flames. You inflict 1 body point of damage unless the monster can immediately roll a 5 or 6 using 1 red die. All right, so this orc right here. The orc rolls a 5. Oh, no, it was a 5, so he's still there. That sucks. Okay, so now the mercenary, needs to select target monster, that one. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so he did not. Okay, so he was successful anyway. if he had done that, I would have taken him. Yeah, is it time for a Yeti hug break? Oh, I sure hope not. Oh, it's time for a Yeti hug break. Yeti hug break, Yeti hug break. Everybody go hug yo Yeti and show yo Yeti some love. Oh, it's time for a Yeti hug break. Yeti hug break, Yeti hug break. Everybody go hug yo Yeti and show yo Yeti some love. I was on loop. I forgot about that. I hope we don't have to use that more than that. All right, so he missed. So this guy is going to come in here and he's going to shoot this orc right ahead of us. I haven't thought of Yoo-hoo in a while, Vision. Okay, crossbowman shoots that orc for 2. Orc defends with 2. No orc defense. This guy, so that guy moves there. This guy takes 2 points of damage. Orc has been defeated.
The orc has been defeated.
Barbarian. Okay, Barbarian is going to move right here. So this orc is out of here. Barbarian's going to throw... Barbarian throws 4. 4 dice. 4 hits on the orc. All right, I needed that. Hey, am I supposed to be doing... Wait. So maybe I'm not doing something I'm supposed to do with this app. Wait, hold on. So if I go actions and I go attack, is it going to roll the defense of the monster? Determine your weapon's attack. Before start your starting weapon, okay, roll your attack dice. Next. Roll monster's defend dice. Oh, so it's telling me how to do it? Okay. Well, that monster, okay, so I'm glad I wasn't missing functionality. I was surprised that the spell actually did that with the spell. So that guy died. Done. Okay, now Elf moves in for 10. The Elf needs to defend the wizard right there. Now, the wizard can cast a spell. Or the Elf can cast a spell. He's going to cast Sleep on that Yeti. The spell puts a monster into a deep sleep so it cannot move, attack, or defend itself. The spell can be broken at once or on a future turn by a monster rolling 1 red dice. Unfortunately, he's going to get 2 chances at this because the Elf is at the end here. If a 6 is rolled, the spell is broken. It may not be used against mummies, skeletons, or zombies. All right, so I'm going to cast Sleep. Elf actions, cast a spell. This is a water spell. And I'm going to cast Sleep, cast spell, select target monster. Oh, crap. That was a deep sleep for every one of its mind points. It has a bunch of mind points. Oh, that's a gargoyle. Oh, it's the gargoyle. It's not the Yeti. Okay. Well, that, I guess, is a little bit better. But, okay. So that's 2 spells that were completely ineffective. James says, wait. Is that hole in the back wall behind the Yeti, is that ice slide actually the Yeti's toilet? Kind of looks like it. All right, well, I got to see what happens to us. So at least it's not a Yeti, it's a gargoyle. Yeah, that's the gargoyle toilet. Chaos Warrior moves up to Barbarian. Misses. Okay, fantastic. This one moves up here. Attacks the Barbarian for 2. Barbarian defends with 4. Come on, defend, Barbarian. We need them to skip a turn. Since, okay, I got 1 defense. Barbarian is now down to 6. Update the orcs. The orc moves over to attack the elf. They still swing for 3, though. Elf defends with 4. 1 defense. 1 defense is all I need. Okay. Oh, let's see. Oh, S. Becker wants to see the paint job on the gargoyle. Looks good from above. Here is my gargoyle. I'm actually very proud of this paint job. I really like the way that he looks, if it will focus. There we go. I had a lot of fun painting this guy. I think he came out really well. Okay, so the gargoyle moved there. Okay. So I can see diagonally. So he's going to try to cast, like he could poke him with the, oh, very cool. Thank you. Thank you. The wizard could try to hit him with the staff, but now is not the time for that, I don't think. So we're going to go ball of flame on this guy right here. Wizard, actions, cast spell, fire spell, ball of flame. So this ball of flame, this spell may be cast on one monster enveloping in a ball of fire. It will inflict 2 body points of damage. The monster then rolls 2 red dice. For each 5 or 6 rolled, the damage is reduced by 1 point. So he saved 1 point. Did he already have damage, or did he already... Did it apply that damage? I think it did, because he hasn't been hit yet. So damage 1. So it automatically applied the damage of the spell. Okay, so that's nice. So he hit once. Yeah, so it's telling me there's 1 damage on him. Okay. Can you shoot a crossbow diagonally? Yeah, so the crossbowman could shoot that orc, right? This crossbowman could shoot that orc. All right, crossbowman is going to shoot this orc right here. That would be nice. That way the elf could focus on the Chaos Warriors. We got 2 hits on this orc right here. Dwarf, you're still staying there. No defense on the part of the orc, so I got 2 body points of damage here. Orc gone.
The orc has died.
Yes, okay, thank you for the confirmation. That's nice. Okay, so now Barbarian's going to swing at the one that's already wounded. So he's swinging here at this purple one. Swinging 4. Come on. 2 hits. He is defending with 4. No defense. I have fortunately not been rolling defense for the bad guys, which has been really nice. Dread Warrior has been defeated. Okay. Does he need to move? No, the wizard may, well, the wizard may have should have gotten out of there. I kind of still have to defend the wizard. So he's not going to move. Okay, elf. See, the elf kind of also has to defend the wizards. What type of healing? I really need him to attack, though. I think the wizard has 1 hit in him. He also has healing magic. I really hate for the elf to not be in action here. Let's just try it. Let's go here. This may be too risky a maneuver, but elf is going here to attack that Chaos Warrior. And elf attacks with 3. 1 hit. And 1 defense. So they did defend 1. So that didn't get me anything. Zargon's turn.
Zargon, control the game.
Oh my god! Dread Warrior hits 4 on the Barbarian. I defend with 4. Two defenses. I will take 2 defenses. So, Barbarian is getting chewed up. That was brutal. Oh, he decided not to go for the wizard. Two hits. Elf defending with 4. Elf defends with 1. So elf takes 1. Elf is now down to 4. This room sucked. Wait, this door is not there. Okay. What kind of spells does the wizard have? Oh, okay, yeah. So wizard is coming down. Wizard needs to cast Genie against that gargoyle. That should be line of sight right there. And he is going to cast a spell. This is an air spell against the genie. Genie against. Why would I want to use that to open any door? Or follow card instructions. I want to follow card instructions. Hey, all right. So I'm going to. The genie says this spell conjures up a genie who will do one of the following: open any door on the board, and I have never used it for that purpose, revealing what lies beyond, or use 5 combat dice to attack any monster within your line of sight. So coming down here, we're going to roll 5 combat dice against the gargoyle. One, two, three, 4 skulls. So, all right, that's worth it. My magic has really sucked so far, but 4 skulls here. So now he defends with 5, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No defense. No defense. No defense. Exactly. All right. So at least that spell worked. This guy takes 4 skulls worth of damage. It only has 3 body points. That's a big spell. I hope there's some good treasure in here. All right, good job, wizard. I wish your other spells had been as effective. Let's have the crossbowman come in here and shoot at the Chaos Warrior diagonally. 2 hits. Chaos Warrior defends with 4. No defense for the Chaos Warrior. 2 hits. He still got 1. Barbarian attacks with 4. 3 hits. Defend with 4. No defense again on the part of Zargon. Thank goodness. I hate rolling the shields for them. So that's another 3. So he is very dead. I wish I got something for that. Was it max damage? Wizard casts Face Punch. No material components, only somatic components. Okay, so now this elf is going to search for... Oh, wait, back. Did I... Okay, I did. Elf needs to search for traps. No traps.
No traps discovered.
Poor dwarf over there. I'm thinking I might have to have that mercenary go step on a trap to be able to get us through that. And I hope it's not a pit trap. Otherwise, all we're going to be doing is jumping over pit traps all night. I think I should search that room just because, activate Zargon's turn.
Hero's turn.
Okay. Actions. Let's search for treasure in there. Where's my treasure deck? Oh, I have it. It's right here. All right. Is this the first treasure draw of the night? Well, hopefully we're not. Hopefully I'm not going to that. Hopefully I'm not going to that. Oh, never mind. That was such a big room. You would think, man, I'm looking to find some really great treasure here at some point. All right, I got to shuffle up this deck. No wandering monsters. I do not need 2 more femurs to show up in there. All right, cut the deck. Right here. Wizard. Jewels. You find a small wooden box. It's simple looking and very old. Within it, you discover that it's lined with velvet and contains very small jewels worth 50 gold coins. Record the money on your sheet. Do not return this card to the deck. All right. So what was that? 50 gold coins? So Wizard gets 50 gold coins. That's on our way to hiring another mercenary. All right. On the other hand, this red room over here, because remember, I've got a door that goes into this red room, and I haven't seen up here. So that's my situation. That door could lead into this, which might connect me with the dwarf again. And I'm kind of wondering if the exit is going to be up. Can't see it. It's going to be up here in this corner. I'm kind of wondering if I go in this door, can I find a way to connect with the dwarf? And am I going to get out of here and find the exit up here? So I could do that. Should I go red room over here, or should I try to go over here? See, this one over here now seems to me like it's not going to be connected. I need to go find the dwarf. So I'm kind of thinking this might not be a good way to go. So this guy's dead. I kind of feel like I should go up to that red room now. Now, it may block me off. It may be blocked, so maybe I can't. But it seems like I should go investigate that just based on kind of the geometry of the dungeon. Oh, Mike says, in my game, if you end your turn in a pit trap on purpose, I say they climbed down and no point of damage. That's a pretty good rule. 1 automatic body point of damage is rough. It is. I'm going to have to play it the way the app plays it. There have been advantages to that and disadvantages to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if it's cut me off. Oh, look. A door into that red room. All right, that's where I'm headed. Let me see if I can't get the... So I'm headed into that room. Oh, S. Becker says, I still think the embers on your fireplace look really cool. When I finally get around to painting my furniture, I'm definitely going to try the same thing. Oh, thank you. So this is how I, right here. That's how I painted my fireplace floor. I'm very proud of this set. Carol and I painted it. Carol's my aunt. She played Zargon quite a bit. So I wish I were able to use my 3D board, but I just can't fit it here in the office. I've got plenty of, I'm losing space as it is, but she and I made that 3D board and then painted up this whole set. Okay. Let's just do this and then start at the beginning.
Now, hero's turn.
All right, wizard. Oh, search for traps down this. We should search for traps. That may change things. No traps.
No traps.
9. 1, 2. Oh, so there was a... See, I adjudicate that differently in my games. Because I think I would have already seen that was already closed off. Because you would see the wall continuing. So we always would have dropped this piece. When we looked down this corridor, we would have known that was blocked off right there. So we are blocked off right there. But that would have changed things, except for there is a door on this side. That's making me think that this place over here is really, really important. So maybe we're making the right decisions here. That going into the center room, that was a bad decision. I knew I wasn't feeling it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No wandering monster. Do not open that door yet. No, 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 no. Crossbowman will be behind you. Barbarian will be right there. And then Elf is going to be standing over here. No wandering monster trap. All right, so Elf right here. Wizard going in. Although he's short on offensive magic now. Oh, Crossbowman right here. All right, here's our situation.
Zargon, only dread lies ahead of you.
Only 3. Well, I'll just skip it and go again. Okay, 7. So I'm going to open this door now. Yes, open the door. Okay. We got a thing here. And my board is actually smaller than the new board, apparently. So that's the situation. All right, what is this thing? Let's see what this thing is. Okay, icy ledge. This slippery ledge surrounds a deep crevasse in the icy mountain. The heroes must walk around the crevasse on the ledge, inches from a fall to the death. Okay, so it just means that I have to walk around. I have to walk on the outside edges. Okay. And those are mummies. But there is no... Unless there's a secret door in there. It is lots of ice. So unless there's a secret door in there. So here's my situation. Mummies, they're kind of slow. Here's a mummy. And here's a mummy. I guess it's going to make me go down that slide. We'd better do it while we still have hit points. Oh, and it also says that the monsters may not go down there. So if we get out of here, we don't have to fight the mummies. We cannot climb back up the slide once we go back down it. That makes me think that, well, we just have to. And that must be where the... That must be where the gate is going to be. That must be where the exit's going to be. Let's just do that. We're just going to have to take it. That crossbowman may die. Let's just skip this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Watch your footing.
The floor beneath me drops. Wasn't it a white shield? Ah, a white shield. So I take 1 body point of damage. I slide down. The wizard only has 1 body point left. Oh, and that means that rock skin is off. Man, my magic has not been doing anything. So now the wizard is down there.
Watch your footing.
Well, that's what I did. Okay. All right. So that's where I am. Okay. So next up is the dwarf. So the dwarf, I'm going to move there. No, I am not ready to open that door yet. Let's search for more traps.
Dwarf.
No more traps found.
No traps discovered.
Let's have the crossbowman just take a shot at one of the mummies. 3 hits on a mummy. Mummy defends with 4. Nice job. No defense from the mummy. So 3 hits on this mummy.
The mummy.
Nice shot, crossbowman. Barbarian moves 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Everybody down the slide. Barbarian rolls a black shield. Roll black shield. Barbarian makes it. So it said that everybody can pile up here at the very end. So that's where they are. Let me move the camera because this is where we're headed. We are headed down here. We are headed down here. I said black shield. All right. Elf. Elf moves 11. So it comes down here. Maybe the elf can make it too. It would be, maybe this is actually a trap and we can't win this way. And we all jump down this slide and that's just it. All right, 1 combat die. Elf rolls skull. That was skull. Okay. I guess the crossbowman will get attacked by the mummy. Zargon's turn.
Zargon's turn.
Two hits. Crossbowman defends with 3. All right, come on. Defend yourself, crossbowman. We've all been defending ourselves. 2 shields. All right. That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Crossbowman. He's earning his keep, so no damage over there. All right, wizard. We're going to have to jump this pit. But we're all standing here. All right, so what does the wizard roll? Wizard rolls 5. I would like to jump. Why doesn't it let me jump? Why doesn't it say jump? Have I got some type of... Is it some kind of crazy rule where I'm not going to be able to jump that? Jumping a pit. Yeah, you can jump around a corner like that. Absolutely. To successfully jump the corner pit, a hero must jump across to square X. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, no. I can do that because the dwarf is standing right there. It says, in the above illustration, if the X is occupied by a monster and you are a hero without any special armory weapons, you must voluntarily fall into the pit, suffering damage, and do combat with the monster at a disadvantage from inside the pit. Monsters with enough movement squares will always successfully jump over a pit. If they voluntarily enter a pit, they will suffer no damage. Okay, well, yeah, I have plenty of movement. I'm going to have to roll one combat die. If a skull is rolled, I'd fall in. I should be able to jump that according to this rules. S. Becker says, a new book idea, Good Night Meat Shield. All right, I'm supposed to be able to jump this. No, let me see if... I rolled a skull. So he's got to immediately use his magic. So he did fall in. He now uses heal body and is back up to 4. Okay. So the wizard is now in this pit. Okay. So end wizard's turn. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy over here since he's doing so well. Crossbowman shoots mummy. 1 hit on the mummy. Mummy defends with 4. Mummy defended that time. All right, crossbowman headed down the slide. No, he's not. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna have to suffer the attack from the mummy again. All right. Dwarf, let's move back. We gotta get people across this pit. Barbarian. The jump. All right, rolling. It let me jump that time. Black shield. Black shield, but that's enough. Black shield. I have made it across. I do not want to open the door yet. No. The elf is going to stand right there. I'm going to use magic to get him inside there. To keep him from having to jump. Barbarian stays. Elf. Why not? I don't think I'm going to need another. I don't think I'm going to need this spell. The pass through rock spell. I don't think I'm going to need it. So this barbarian did get over here. So I might as well use it here. He's standing right there. Zargon's turn. Crossbowman's going to be attacked by a mummy. Oh, I forgot to update his position. So actually, this battle is occurring right here. That was 1 hit on the crossbowman. 1 defense on the crossbowman, so he's fine. Oh, that's right. The crossbowman just moves automatically 6. I didn't need to roll for that. Oh, so he would have gotten away anyway. So now he steps right here, and the crossbowman is coming down. I forgot. You don't have to roll for him. All right, 1 combat die. Skull. That's not what I needed. But that is the... That's the first time the crossbowman has taken damage. So crossbowman has 1 hit point remaining. No, I did that. It was skull. Oh, wait. What did I do? I think I went out of order. Because that was Zargon's turn. Yeah, I was supposed to be at the top. So Zargon had done this. So this guy's down here. So now this should be at the top of our turn. Let me start this over. Because I should be at the top of my turn. Okay. Because that guy should not be coming down. All right. The wizard from the pit is going to cast Pass Through Rock. And he's going to cast it on the elf. This spell may be cast on any one hero, including yourself. That hero may then move through walls on his next turn. They may move. They may move through as many walls as the dice roll allows. Caution: there are shaded areas on each quest map that indicate solid rock. If a hero ends his move in one of these areas, he is trapped forever. So I'm going to use that to get the elf into here without having to jump the pit. And the wizard's going to stay there. All right. So I'm going to say actions, cast spell, earth spell, pass through rock. All right. Now, dwarf. Let's go ahead and get in there. 6. 1, 2, 3. Wait, I can't. It's not letting me. I should be able to move through the barbarian. Okay. Barbarian, let's move up. Oh, and I screwed up because now the elf. Okay, let's just go in with the barbarian. I think let's see. Maybe there's nothing in here. Okay, so we got the rack in here. And we got a door on this side. Yikes, 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 yikes. So we've got 2 enemy crossbowmen. Wait, this has got out of hand. 2 enemy crossbowmen. Well, I got my crossbowman card over here. And then 2 enemy swordsmen. Fortunately, they only have 2 hit points each. Look at that dumb mummy you can't. Yep. Sorry, mummy. It's a good thing that dwarf stayed put. Well, yeah. Okay, so this is I really wanted the dwarf to be able to get in there and do something. This is not optimal play at the moment. Okay, but barbarian. Let's take out this. Oh, I need to put these guys on the board. So I got 2 crossbowmen over here. And I got 2 swordsmen. with these great swords. Okay, this is not a good situation. Okay, Barbarian. You see what's going on? Barbarian moving in. Turn the light. Get a little bit more light that way. Barbarian is going to attack with his 4. Yikes! All white shields. Barbarian does nothing. The elf might not be able to get in there then. Okay, so the Barbarian's stuck there. Let's see what the app allows me to do with the elf. It's not the... Okay, so that crossbowman... let's see. It made... it even cast that spell. The app cast the spell on the wrong person. It didn't cast it on the elf. It cast it on the crossbowman. Okay, this is definitely screwed up. Okay, well, fine. Okay, the crossbowman, he would die if he fell in that pit anyway. Okay, so he jumps over there, and he needs to shoot this guy in front of the barbarian. He does this with 1 point of damage. But this swordsman defends with 5. I thought that was nice when I could hire them. No defense, so 1 hit. I can't get the elf in there. S. Becker says, digging the variation in colors for each mini. Oh, yeah, so I did one of each in a different color. So I've got a crossbowman, a swordsman, and a scout all in green. I've got them all in blue as well, so they could have one of each in the different colors. So there's the blue swordsman right there. Oh no, blue swordsman right there. And I got maroon as well. All right, well, Zargon's turn. That was lousy. Crossbowman moves here.
Defend yourself, wizard.
He hits the wizard?
Defend dice.
How in the world was that within line of sight? What are my line of sight rules? Draw an invisible straight line from the center of the square of the spellcaster is in. Draw an invisible straight line between the center of the square the spellcaster is on and the center of the square the target is on. If the line does not cross a wall, closed door, hero, or monster, the target is declared visible, even if the line just touches a corner or edge wall. The following diagram shows an example of what is visible. I don't know. That looks like an illegal shot to me. That guy back there, because if the line does not cross a wall, closed door, hero, or monster, and it was this guy right here who shot all the way to here, I'm thinking no. That seems like no, he's shot all the way to over here. Center to center. It's crossing his guys. It's crossing my guys. I'm overruling that. What do you guys think? I do not think that shot should have happened. Is this guy going to shoot too? Okay, now this guy is the one who can attack. 2 hits on the Barbarian.
Roll your defend dice.
Barbarian is defending with 4. Now I need those shields. Uh, 2 shields. So that's what I needed. All right, 2 shields. Daniel says, I'm accusing the computer of cheating. I'm appalled. I don't think that was the way that was supposed to go. Okay, so now this swordsman comes over here. This sucks. I really needed to get more people in there. Okay, the wizard is going to cast Courage on the Barbarian. Fire spell, Courage.
Follow the spell card's instructions.
This spell may be cast on any one hero, including yourself. The next time that hero attacks, he may roll 2 extra combat dice. The spell is broken the moment the hero can no longer see a monster. So I'm casting that on the Barbarian. Now, this one's controversial because we used to play, it says this spell may be cast on any one hero, including yourself. The next time the hero attacks, he may move 2 extra combat dice. The spell is broken the moment he can no longer see a monster. We used to play that this was enduring, that this would continue until until that player no longer saw a monster. But a lot of people online had said, no, this spell is only good for 1 attack. It doesn't continue from round to round. So we always said, well, when you're in a room where you can see lots of monsters, it's time to cast the spell because you can get a lot of use out of it. How do you guys play with it? I mean, I might say here that, okay, it's just the next attack. So the Barbarian has Courage. I don't want to forget that. Barbarian has Courage. And then otherwise, he's staying put. Okay, let's go. Let's shoot that crossbowman into this guy right here. 2 hits. Defends with 5. So Mike says you allow that spell to continue as long as he can still see a monster over multiple turns. That's how we always played it. 1 shield, 1 black shield. So this guy takes another point of damage. There's nothing the dwarf can do. Okay, so you guys agree with my so you guys agree with my general way to go as well. Because I always thought that like this is now the perfect time because he's gonna be seeing monsters for a while. I know it does. It fits the name and theme of the spell as well. Exactly. Okay, so we're gonna play it by the way that we've always played it. Then that spell continues like in this situation until he can no longer see a monster. So the Barbarian's gonna be seeing monsters quite a bit right here. Okay, there's nothing that the dwarf can do. Now it's the Barbarian's turn. Oh, those swordsman's gone. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this swordsman is gone. Okay, fantastic. Now, that Barbarian is going to jump up. I want the Barbarian to move up. So now we're attacking the crossbowman for 4. No, for 6. So 6 on the crossbowman. 1, 2, 3 hits on the crossbowman. Crossbowman defends with 3. No defense. Oh, no. 1 defend for the crossbowman. So that's 2 hits on the crossbowman, which should be enough to drop him. Okay, so now the Barbarian is standing here. That Barbarian, that is gone. So that is our current situation. Elf can run in. Oh, but Elf's gonna no Elf. Mad asks, can you jump on the rack table for a height advantage? No. We've always played that you cannot move over furniture, that furniture is obstacles. There's apparently actually a variant rule, because that's controversial, that some people say you can move over furniture, but I don't have that. And so you can actually change the app to run it both ways. But in this, the furniture is impassable. Okay, the elf can't get in there because he can't jump. All right, Zargon's turn.
Zargon's turn.
Crossbowman shoots into the Barbarian for 3. Yikes. Barbarian defends with 4. One defense, so 2 hits. Barbarian now down to 2. It may need some health on the Barbarian. Swordsman moves up. 3 hits on the Barbarian. Now would be a good time for some defense. 1, 2. 2 defenses. So now I'm down to 1. Barbarian definitely needs some healing magic. The elf has got the healing. Yeah, elf has healing magic.
Hero's turn.
All right. Wizard. What is the wizard doing? I need to get the elf in there to heal. All right. You're not going to be able to see anything. So get out of here, Crossbowman. Barbarian, let's go ahead and attack with 6. Let's get rid of this guy. 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3 hits on the swordsman in front of the Barbarian. Swordsman defends with 5. So 3 hits. Sometimes I say that and then I forget. So 3 hits. No defense, no defense. No defense. Swordsman defeated.
Swordsman has died.
Okay, let's roll for the elf. Okay, he's got plenty of movement. He's got 9 movement. Let's jump this trap. Roll the die. Black shield. Elf jumps over safely and is now going to cast, or we'll move. Let's go ahead and move him in. And now let's cast a spell. Actions. Cast a spell. Water spell. It is water. Yeah, water of healing. Select spell, water of healing. So water of healing. This spell may be cast on any one hero, including yourself. Contact with this revitalizing water will restore up to 4 lost body points, but will not give a hero more than his starting number. So 4, the Barbarian now has 5. And something tells me that's going to be important. So Elf is now standing here. Oh, he needed to move up 1. All right, Zargon's turn.
Zargon's turn.
God!
Barbarian.
Yikes!
Defend dice.
We can't take much more of that. 1, 2 defenses. So I lose another one. So now I'm down to 4.
Hero's turn.
All right, Wizard, let's get out of here. I mean, all that needs to happen is that this barbarian needs to move the dwarf in. Barbarian, let's whack this guy. 3 skulls. 1 shield, but that's enough. Crossbowman is defeated. Dwarf is in here. Elf. Search for traps. Thank God. No traps.
No traps discovered.
Okay. Let's how many hit points does the wizard has? Wizard has 4. Wizard's gonna Zargon's turn.
My dread forces will hero's turn.
Let's roll. I hope this is the right way to go. Otherwise, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's search for secret doors.
Wizard.
No secret doors.
For secret doors. No secret doors found.
Dwarf is going to search for treasure. Okay, to the deck. Where's the deck? I could use a potion of healing. One shuffle. 2. 3. All right, let's cut the deck. All right, this is dwarf. Hazard. Oh, we are falling into all kinds of things. Suddenly, the stone beneath your feet gives way. You fall into a shallow hole, losing 1 body point and ending your turn. You may climb out and move normally on your next turn. Return this card to the bottom of the deck. All right, so dwarf now has 6 hit points. All right, everything's been searched for in there. I'm going to move us all in order around to this. Don't open that now. So, wizard, dwarf, barbarian, elf. All right, Zargon's turn. The dwarf should have known better. There's got to be like the only reason that I survived in previous games is because I had found healing potions. So I could find healing potions. So dwarf now over here. And then my friend, the crossbowman, over here. All right, wizard. What kind of spells? The wizard. I've used a lot of these spells. I have Tempest. This spell creates a small whirlwind that envelops 1 monster of your choice. The monster will then miss its next turn. And then I have Swift Wind, which will allow me to roll twice. I may need that if I find where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so wizard is now going to open this door. We have one of my favorite pieces of furniture, the weapon rack. The weapon rack right here. And we have a door up here. And what type of baddies? Okay, well, that could be worse. We've got 2 skeletons and 2 zombies. Skeleton. Skeleton. I shouldn't have gone into this center room. I shouldn't have. I was hoping there would be a tunnel. That's what I was looking for. Who knows? Maybe there is, and I just, in one of these other rooms. So zombie right here. Where's my other zombie? Ah. Okay, well, at the moment, this goblin is a zombie. Also, my stuff is out of order because I have such a got such a small area right here to work in, and I don't like that. I like keeping all of my components straight and stuff like that. All right, so I feel like we should be able to take care of this. I don't feel like he needs to use a spell. I'm gonna have him move in and attack diagonally. And then he'll be protected by everybody else. Attacking zombie, nothing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and get the crossbowman in there. And let's attack that zombie. I know. The pit trap at the bottom of the slide is just diabolical. It really is. That sucked. 2 crossbowman shoots twice into this zombie. Zombie defends with 3. No defense on the zombie. So that was 2 hits on the zombie. Zombie out of here. I'll replace this goblin. See, when I made my jumbo-sized board, I made the squares 1.25 inches, and I think that's what they did on the new board. But I didn't buy the new set. But I can see it would be better. You can see how crunched together things are. Having a little bit of extra room is nice. That's why I like my jumbo board. Okay, Dwarf. Dwarf, you really hadn't been in action this whole game. So 7. Let's have you go right here. And Dwarf has got a battle axe. He attacks with 4. So, I mean, he's hardy. Gave him the battle axe for that reason. 1, 2 attacks on the skeleton. Skeleton defends with 2. Only 1 defense. So, skeleton out of here. Kill.
The skeleton has died.
All right. Now, Barbarian. Okay, 8. So, right here. Let's attack zombie. He attacks with 4. 2 hits on the zombie. No defense from the zombie. Zombie is out of here.
The zombie has died.
And now, one last time for the elf. The elf really hasn't been in a whole lot of action either this game. 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just enough. So can he take out this guy? He's swinging with 3. He's got the longsword. Oh, he can't do it. He rolled all shields. This was supposed to be how you're supposed to take out a room. So this is operating like a SWAT team. That almost worked. But we left 1 zombie standing. The elf couldn't do it. Okay, but the skeleton not so good.
You cannot hope to defeat me.
All right, let's just skip that. We'll have the the crossbowman shoots at the skeleton for 2 hits. Skeleton defends with 2. Skeleton defends 1. That was 2 hits, right? Yep. So skeleton is dead. 1 hit got through. All right. So we managed to get through that room. So dwarf needs to search. So yeah, no more courage. Dwarf. You had one job, Elf. Yeah, I know. He hasn't done anything. He really hadn't been in. Well, I guess he did some fighting in here in the Black Room. Okay, so let's search for traps. No traps. Okay, Barbarian. We got a weapons rack in here. Come on, let's go for a good treasure draw. Let's go for a good treasure draw. No card needed. No card needed. No card needed. Crap. I needed something good. All right, shuffling the deck. All right, let's cut the deck. Here we go. All right, draw for the Barbarian. Potion of Magic Resistance, another one. The potion of the small blue bottle negates the effects of damage caused by a spell cast on you. Drink it when the spell is cast, and you may ignore the effects of the spell. This works only for the hero drinking the potion. The potion may only be used once. I'm going to give that to the dwarf. So both the dwarf and the barbarian now have potion of magic resistance. I hope that's going to be helpful at some point. Not that I want to encounter magic using monsters, but okay. All right, let's I'm going to reorient us. No, do not open that door yet. And the dwarf also has ranged. Can't forget that. Zargon's turn.
My forces strike in great hero's turn.
All right. So we're going to be moving up. Can you see? There we go. Straight down. We're moving into that room right there. So, okay, so wizard standing right there, dwarf right there, crossbowman here, elf here. All right, wizard, let's top of this. He doesn't have, yeah, it's only, he does have Tempest if I need to prevent something from taking a turn, if there's like a Yeti in there. 10. All right, let's open this up. A bookshelf and a door. All right, at least it's going in the right direction. So the bookshelf is here, and another door is here. I'm hoping there's a way out right here on that other side of the door, and then go out of the quest. If not, I don't know where we're gonna have to go after that. Okay, so that, what else is in there? Oh, nothing else in there? Worrying. Okay, he's gonna step in. Let's search for traps.
Wizard searches the area for traps.
Okay, there are no traps in there.
Discovered.
Let's move him in. Let's move the dwarf in. Dwarf, no sense in searching for secret doors because they wouldn't go anywhere. Let's search for treasure. I draw. Okay, so I'm here, or wizard there, dwarf there. Here we go again. Potion of healing. Potion of healing. All right, we are shuffled. We are cut. Here we go for the draw for the dwarf. Poison. You discover a brown flask filled with liquid. Your throat constricts as you taste it. Don't taste it, dwarf. and you realize you've swallowed poison. Roll 1 combat die. A skull means you lose 1 mind point. You are unharmed by any other roll. Return this card to the bottom of the deck. All right. Skull. I lost a mind point. I don't even know how many mind points the dwarf has. Dwarf has 3. So now I've got 2. Okay. Well, let's don't open it. Let's all get ready to go in. This could be bad if this is the final room. All right, Zargon's turn. Okay, so here we are again. All right, going into that room right there. I'm hoping that the exit is up here. I'm really hoping the exit's up there. So here, Barbarian here, Elf here, Dwarf there, Crossbowman there. All right, SWAT team, execute. All right. I got 9 with the wizard. Let's open it up. All right, I got a door going out that way. That's the right direction, so I'm feeling good about this. Those are war bears. Those are the polar war bears. And those things attack twice, so they are pretty nasty. So we need to come in here and we need to get them. All right. So actually at this point, Tempest is really important. So he should be able to see this war bear over here. So Wizard is going to cast a spell. So Tempest, this spell creates a small whirlwind that envelops one monster of your choice. That monster will then miss its next turn. So we're going to beat up on the one that is active on this turn and try to kill it and save ourselves a turn. So Tempest, cast a spell. We are casting a air spell. Tempest, cast spell. Yep, him right there. So he will lose his next turn. Good job, Wizard. Okay, now let's move in. Oh, okay, so the crossbowman just moved 6. So we're going to shoot right here. And he's going to shoot his crossbow at the one that is not magically enchanted. For 1 skull on the polar warbear. The warbear rolls 3. No defense, so 1 hit. Okay, and he moved right there. Next up, Dwarf. Dwarf also has ranged. Well, no, but Dwarf attacks with 4, so he needs to attack with 4 in melee. 1, 2, 3. He can just barely do it. He rolled a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to have him attack with his 4 dice with his battle axe. 1 skull again. 1 defense. So nothing happened with the dwarf. All right, come on, Barbarian. Barbarian rolled 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, go ahead and get around to the back. Let's roll 4. Let's go ahead and take him down. Let's take him down. 4. 1, 2, 3 skulls. No defense. 3 skulls. Done. It's a lot of hit points. That is a lot of hit points. Okay, Elf has plenty of movement to get up here and is going to roll for 3. We have 1 skull. Oh, he's moved over here. We've got 1 skull on the Polar Warbear. A defense for 3. But no defense. Is that enough? No. How many of those points those guys have? It's a lot. Where's my... I got cards sitting on top. I got cameras sitting on top of cards and everything else. Polar Warbear, 6 body points. Oh, yeah, we didn't quite do it. So we're going to sustain a Polar Warbear attack. And they attack twice. So at least we've got one of them that has been Tempest. Not sure about that dwarf. Is he just a halfling with a beard? We used to have a halfling that was a custom character that we made. But yeah, he should have done better than that. Okay, so that's where everybody is. So Zargon's turn.
My forces strike in great number.
Okay, 1 attack on the dwarf. Dwarf defense. Dwarf is defending with 3. Come on, dwarf. No, that's a black shield. The problem is with these dice is that that's a black shield, but it looks white. So you don't get the color coding here. So that's the white shield. That's the black shield. So he rolled black shield. So he sustains 1 hit. Dwarf down to 5. If it had to be somebody, the dwarf is a good one for it to be. Okay, Polar Warbear attacks Barbarian. Okay, Barbarian defends with 4. 1 white shield. So no damage to the Warbear. All right, now can I get rid of both of these guys this turn?
Hero's turn.
The wizard could make a run for it. He could try to make a 1 point attack with his staff, but he doesn't really need to do that. Why doesn't he go ahead and use Swift Wind and see what happens when he gets outside of that door? That way we know. He's only got 1 spell left anyway. So Swift Wind. This spell may be cast on any one hero, including yourself. Its powerful burst of energy enables the hero to roll twice as many red dice as normal the next time he moves. I'm going to cast that. I'm going to cast that on the wizard on himself. So he has got a 5. And he's got 13 total. So that's plenty. So let's go see what's going on out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Watch there be a Yeti outside. Let's open the door. There we go. That's what I was thinking. So here is our door to allow us to escape right there. James says, I had to get up for a moment. Is this the end? Are we staring down the business end of a TPK? No, I don't think so. I think we're going to be okay. So the wizard is going to step out, and he's going to search for traps. Because we don't need to be stepping. Oh, I cannot. Wait. Back. Monsters are present, so he cannot search for traps out there. I would have searched for traps in the hallway. Okay, it says I cannot search for traps. I'm going to play it. How many? Well, the wizard does have 4 hit points. I'm going to say stay. I don't want all of a sudden everybody to go. So I'm going to say stay. So this is the exit right here. I'm going to stay right here. All right. This guy right here. We might get out of here without losing anybody. I don't want to speak too soon. That's probably too soon to speak. But we might get out of here without losing anybody. Okay, so including our mercenary. So a mercenary shoots the crossbow here. at the one who's wounded for 2. Warbear defends with 3. 1 defense, so that should be enough. Polar Warbear is defeated. All right. Now, everybody else, we got to jump this last Polar Warbear. Okay, Dwarf, now it's time for you to do something, Dwarf. So Dwarf moves over 1. Gonna swing with 4. Dwarf goes for 2 hits on the Polar Warbear. Polar Warbear defends with 3. No defense, takes 2 hits. Oh, so the wizard moved over there. Now it's the Barbarian's turn. The Barbarian slides over. And let's dish it out. 4. Now he could do it. He could do it. Come on. 3 hits on the Polar Warbear. 3 defense. 1 defense. So he loses 2 more points. All right. Now Elf steps up 1. Now the elf, come on. We need you doing something here. 1 hit, 1 skull. So 3 defense. I think that's enough. 1 defense. So he's still up. Zargon's turn. Double attack on the dwarf. I may... Whoa. Oh, my God. You may defend only 1 attack. Well, in a sense, it doesn't matter. Come on, Mr. Dwarf. You're in need to roll some... I guess, how many does he defend with? He defends with 3. He might as well defend against the 4-hit attack, because if he rolls all shields, he could defend against 3 of them. Oh, I need to cool down my hands. All right, here we go. 3. Oh, he rolls no defense. We got a dead dwarf here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had 5 hit points because he had not taken damage. He had taken taken very much damage. He had 5 hit points, and he just lost them all by that Polar Warbear. Dwarf is dead. How do I tell it the dwarf is dead? Oh, look, I can track that here. Oh, so he was actually down here. You may immediately use a potion in your possession which restores life, such as a healing potion, to raise your body points. Spellcasters with an available healing spell who have not performed their turn's action may cast the spell upon themselves to restore body points. That's also confusing with the have not performed their action this turn. Okay, but he is... you are out of the quest. Armor, weapons, and treasure that belong to you prior to death can be picked up by any other hero in the room with you. Warning, if there are no other heroes in the room or corridor with you when you die, any monsters in the room or corridor with you claim your possessions. It may not, however, use them. They are removed from the game. So it looks like the dwarf will still be able to have his equipment. So, dwarf dead. So we were bloodied here. All right, so wizard staying over there. 3 crossbow bolts. Here we go. 1 point of damage. 1 defense. Uh-oh. All right, come on, Barbarian. 4 attacks. 2 skulls. Suddenly, I'm rolling defenses. It's no good. Okay, no, 2 skulls, no defense. 1, 2. Is that it? Polar Warbear has been defeated.
Polar Warbear has died.
Okay. Elf actions, search for traps.
Elf searches the area for traps. No traps.
Zargon's turn.
My dread forces will Hero's turn.
All right, let's go. Let's get him out of here. Let's have the Barbarian. Let's then search. Come on, give me some treasure. I need some. Have we had any treasure in here that has not been a random draw? It's another random draw.
Such is the area for treasure.
I didn't really think anything would be in there. We must have missed something in the other rooms. There must have been some kind of treasure that we couldn't get to. All right, shuffling it up. That bear, James says, that bear has been absolutely handled every time he's shown up. Bark is worse than his bite. Well, he took out that they took out that dwarf without problems. All right, cutting the deck here. This is Barbarian draw. Oh, Potion of Strength. You find a small purple flask. Okay, good. So we have some extra stuff for next time. You find a small purple flask. You can drink the strange-smelling liquid at any time, enabling you to roll 2 extra combat dice the next time you attack. This may only be used once. Do not return this card to the deck. Potion of Strength. That's a good thing for the Barbarian to have. Potion of Strength. Two extra combat die on the next attack. So that will go with me to the next one. Done. Okay, well, let's see. Let's get out of here. Exit. The wizard has exited the quest. Okay. I don't know what the slide down was. Crossbowman. Exit the quest. Yes. Barbarian. Exit the quest. Elf. Exit the quest.
You have done well, brave heroes.
You have made your way to the wooden exit door, and the deeper recesses of the mountain await you ahead. Exit quest. I'm glad we did that one.
For future quests, my friends.
All right, so quest 5, the Deadly Depths, is next. So we made it through. I feel pretty good about that. All right. There was no need. If we didn't gone, we would have done even better had we decided not to go into the central room here. That was a mistake. This part was blocked off up here. So we could have done it by coming over here. I wonder what we missed. Do you want to look and see what we missed? I kind of do. I want to look and see what we missed if we did not go in this direction. Was there some cool magic, some cool treasure or something? Or did we do it reasonably well? Let's see. I'll get the quest pack out. So Mad says, thinking about picking this up, how do you rate the app? Hang on. Where is my... Oh, here it is. Man, I'm going to have to really clean up here because I hate having my components scheduled everywhere. I like the app. I rate it rather well. I like the app. The difference with this app and other things is that it plays things a little bit differently than I've played them for decades. So that's the difference in that I have to, the app plays a little bit differently. And sometimes I'm not expecting the way the app to play. Although in some ways it doesn't play as difficult. It's a little bit of a nicer Zargon as far as monster movement goes than most of the time I am when another player is going. But line of sight, doors, and things like that, sometimes it plays differently than what my understanding would be. All right, let's see what we missed. This is quest. Yeah, this is quest 4. So if we had gone up into this room up here, which we intentionally skipped, boy, it looks like there was nothing good in here. Femurs over here. Those are those ice traps. I hate those ice traps. Swinging axe traps. This would have been brutal. I'm glad I didn't get caught up in here. Because look, over here, there was a polar war bear and 2 yetis. So yeah, we fought in here when we didn't have to. So all we could have come this way. We came down here. So we did it the most efficient way that we could have, basically, except for we went into the center way. I was thinking there would be some type of trap door that would send you over here to help out the dwarf without having to go down that slide. But I was wrong about that. But yeah, oh, this would have been brutal. I mean, having to go through 2 Yetis and a polar war bear, that would not have been good. Then down here, lots of orcs and goblins. More of these swinging traps. See, A over here. Well, no, this does say that A, we did miss the snowshoes of speed. The first hero to search for treasure in this room finds the snowshoes of speed laying on top of the tomb. So I guess they're kind of saying that if you go through one of the most efficient ways, you're just not getting the treasure. So snowshoes of speed, we missed. Do I have a card for that? That sounds like something that we should, that we would need. Well, I don't see the card for that. Snowshoes of speed probably would help with all this ice we got around here. B, we do have some weirdness down here. So we've got an ice gremlin in a cage down here. And that was B. The heroes see a locked cage in the center of the room. So I'm glad I didn't. So here we have a pit trap in the middle and then spear traps on the side. So if we had the mercenary go and take a hit, I'm not sure which one I would have walked into. It would have sucked to walk into the pit and then still have to see what the other ones were. We dealt with 3 pit traps in the last one in a row, and that was bad. But over here, if we go in here, we would have found this weird thing with a trap with a cage with an ice gremlin in it. The heroes see a locked cage in the center of the room. There's an ice gremlin inside. It pleads with the heroes to free it, saying that the frozen horror has left it there to die and it wants revenge. If the hero announces that they are freeing the ice gremlin and moves adjacent to the cage opens. The ice gremlin leaps out and steals 1 item from the hero who freed it. The ice gremlin decides which item to steal, but it cannot be the armor or shield the hero is using, nor the weapon they are wielding. The item stolen should be crossed off the character's sheet. The ice gremlin immediately disappears through the hole in the floor. Remove the ice gremlin figure from the game board. Well, that would have been no good. I've had those ice gremlins stealing stuff from me, but ordinarily I'm able to kill it. But that would have just been something that's gone. C. The first hero to search for treasure in this room finds a spell scroll hidden in the bookcase. The hero draws a spell scroll card at random and lists it on their character sheets. There would have been spell scrolls. So it does seem like they're saying if you go through efficiently, you're not finding treasure. So if you're not finding treasure, maybe they have to encourage exploration with loot. But this would, I don't think I would have survived. D, over here, if we went into this, there was a treasure chest in here. The treasure chest has a trap with an explosive device. If a hero searches for treasure before the trap is disarmed, all heroes in the room suffer 2 body points. Wow. Oh. There is special rules here for E, because we've got this thing right here, and I said, I just have to move around it. I was expecting it to say something like, you're going to slip and fall or something like that. That's what I was expecting it to say. I missed my ambience over here. I was expecting it to say something down here, but it didn't when I looked it up in just the basic rules. But if you look it up in the quest over here, it does say the ice ledge that surrounds the crevasse is very slippery. When a hero steps through the door, and I never stepped in, so it probably would have made me do this if I moved in with the app, and moves on to their first square in the room, they must roll 1 combat die. The hero is safe and can continue moving if a skull or a white shield is rolled. If a black shield is rolled, however, the hero begins slipping into the crevasse, suffering 1 body point of damage. The hero must immediately roll another combat die. If another black shield is rolled, the hero plummets into the crevasse, never to be seen again. Whoa. I never walked in. I guess I'm pretty proud of the way that overall this one was handled. I kind of thought there would be loot in here. With all the massive monsters that were in that center room, I thought there might have been some treasure in there. Any other roll means the hero returns to the square in which they entered the room, ending their turn. At the beginning, any other roll means the hero returns to the square in which they entered the room, ending their turn. At the beginning of any turn in which the hero is in the room, they must first roll to see if they slip into the crevasse. Oh, so it was absolutely not. Yeah, insta-kill. So it was absolutely not a good idea to go into that red room through the other direction. I looked in because I was looking for a door to head in that other direction. I looked in, went, mummy's in here, no door. I'm glad I didn't walk in there. So I guess I'm feeling better and better about the way I handled this quest. I don't know if the dwarf, the dwarf only took damage going down the slide. So I was trying to think, the dwarf wasn't even up in here. So I was like, if we may still have lost the dwarf even if we didn't fight in the center room. But it sure would have felt a lot easier with a lot more hit points if we had not fought in the center room. We'd have more spells, too, to deal with things. So I guess that was successful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure did. Please do like, subscribe. Please do hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already. And I'll put, if you are here and you want to be part of the Ravenkeep Discord server, check out the Ravenkeep Discord server. Come on in. Have a good time with us. And then also, please do check out the Goodnight Sword Kickstarter. If you're looking for something for tonight, hey, if you're looking for something tonight, if you've got to read a bedtime story or something like that to a child tonight, if you go to the Goodnight Sword Kickstarter page, there is the embedded link, the embed of the animated audiobook. So you can listen to it right now, or if you've got a kid who has been watching some HeroQuest or something like that and needs something fantasy related for a bedtime story, Brianna narrated it, so you can actually listen to all of Goodnight Sword in the animated audiobook right now. All right, everybody. Well, I guess I got out of here because we've got the morning grind here in 11 hours? 11 hours. We'll have the morning grind tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for being here with me. I have really enjoyed playing tonight. Had a good time. See you later. See you for the grind in the morning.